He's one of the leadership aspects of the ANC, the NEC, which is meeting over the weekend in Irene, which is just outside Pretoria. And our reporter on the ground there is our senior reporter, Mzwandile Mbeje. He's been trying to catch up with the national spokesperson a short while ago, but Mzwa, you didn't really get much of a response. He's not talking.
Well, Peter, sometimes you get to understand so much when very little is said. That's exactly what has transpired here. And the spokesperson, Peter, simply wouldn't answer any questions other than to say, well, that will be communicated by the SG on Tuesday when he convenes a formal press briefing. But what this does indicate, Peter, is that they are taking these issues quite seriously, and I don't think they want to preempt or perhaps to be seen to be distorting or influencing the nature of the discussions that will happen. You know, one of the things that happened, Peter, as we were taking the pictures inside, the NEC members were, as soon as we all walked in as the news media, they basically were saying to us, hey, there is Derek Hanekom. They were just jovially pointing us to Derek Hanekom. So they were making light of the serious situation. So you could then see that perhaps they have taken a decision to say they would find a way to communicate this matter in the most proper way, because it has a potential, Peter, to divide this organization. So that is why Pule wouldn't give us much. In fact, they left it until late to inform us that the SG was actually not the person who was going to tell us what was happening. As I said in the intro, Peter, that little that was said so much.
All right, so it's been a really busy news week for us as journalists, and much of the issues that were on the table related to the ANC. Derek Hanekom is one of them. What else is likely to come up in this NEC meeting this weekend?
Well, other than the programmed issues that they have, perhaps those that they would want to process from the organizational point of view, there are indeed, Peter, the burning issues that the organization cannot run away from. 2 weeks ago, the South African people and of course the world watched when the former president of the ANC and of course the country, President Zuma, basically said there were spies who were still part of the leadership. And we had immediately some of the leaders say as soon as the NEC meets, they would need those issues to be discussed. So I would say the issue of the spies would definitely come up, Peter, and then the issue of Derek Hanekom meeting with the EFF to discuss the removal or the ousting of the former president will certainly be discussed. As I indicated earlier, the fact that when we walked in, just the majority of the NEC members were saying, hey, there is Derek Hanekom. We know that is the man of the moment. That is someone you want to speak to. So they were basically, as I was saying, they were making light of the serious issue. So those would form really the serious issue. And the issue around the economy and, of course, the direction this country is taking. Remember, there's been a lot of commentary. In fact, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, the billionaire Johan Rupert was basically saying, so he feels this country has reached a point of no return because in his words he was saying the proximity of people like the Deputy President Didi Mabuza to power was quite a threat. So I would assume the president of the ANC, who is the president of the country, would want really to come and assure everyone that the country was on the right path and everything was being done to make sure that whatever is wrong is being corrected. So those are the issues, Peter, really that will form a part of this discussion. And the fact that they are not letting us in so much tells us that they would rather communicate that once they have properly processed.
All right, Mzwandile Mbeje, we look forward to chatting to you again a little bit later on once this NEC gets underway, and all eyes, I suppose, will be on Twitter and other social media platforms to see if anything leaks from what happens over the next couple of days. That's Mzwandile Mbeje speaking to us from Irene.